Hello, my name is Jamin Lynn, and I am a sophomore at Indiana University. My major is elementary education in hopes of becoming an inspiring educator. I eventually want to teach first graders because I think that is a great age for me. I believe that technology in the classroom is a great way for children to learn new things. I think it would help keep children engaged and not get distracted easily. We live in a society where technology plays a major role in everyday life as well. And having children learn all about technology and the different tools used helps them to be more prepared for the real world. Technology also allows children to have more control and get creative. And letting children express themselves and get creative will potentially make them enjoy learning and coming to school, which is how I want my future class to be like. I will engage my students in many different technological tools and make the class more fun and interesting. And so I have some of my best artifacts that I've created in my gallery. So one of them is my board game. I think this is a good artifact because educational board games are not like the basic note taking and lecture. It's a unique way for children to learn, and it is more engaging for them because it's hands on. And you can integrate board games in any lesson plan because you can make it based off the topic they are learning. And plus, it's competitive, and children loves competition, which would be a perfect way to motivate them to learn the topic. And so like here's like the lesson plan that I based my board game on, which is going places safely, and it covers like how to be safe online. So like what you shouldn't do, what you should do, always ask permission before you go on there and things like that. And on the board game, they can click barcodes that takes them to websites where they will read all about how to be safe online. So that's a fun way for students to learn. Another one of my artifacts that I created was my s'mores newsletter. I think this is a great artifact because it involves the parents. And having a parent teacher connection is very important, especially when it comes to the child's academic career. And making sure parents are in the loop is also very crucial. And so um, I will incorporate these newsletters because like weekly through email. And if you see here, I've created an example of one, which is a special invite to open house. It explains what's going to happen at open house, where it's going to be, the agenda that will follow, and such as like meeting the teacher, having a tour of the school, and snacks and beverages would be included as well. So that's a way to help to have parents involved as well. So another artifact that I thought was one of my best was the problem-based learning lesson plan. Um, this is important because it develops critical thinking and problem-solving skills, and students can feel like they are taking control and being creative all while coming up with solutions to the problem. And it's also real-world application problems, so it's relevant for students because it's what's going on in our world. Like for example, I did mine over organisms, and so like the question is like if an organism were to go extinct, how would that affect our world? And they had to choose an organism and do research on it, come up with an argument as to why we should save that organism based on how we would be affected if we lost that organism, or how other organisms in like the food chains and the food webs, how that would be affected if the organism were to go extinct. And so that's a way that students can start because endangered animals and species are very big in our world today, like due to pollution and things. And so, like, it's a good way for students to start understanding real world problems. And then another artifact that I thought was one of my best was my production task video. Um, it's something that I use Lego Movie to create to present on how to do a step by step standard algorithm of addition and subtraction. It's important because if a teacher is ever absent from class, the video can be played and the students can learn what they are supposed to do, which is I have the video linked in here and the students would watch it. So those are my best artifacts that I have created. I think taking this class had made me realize that technology can be used in many different ways in the classroom. When I have my future class, I hope to use many things such as Kahoot and Jeopardy because I think those are great ways for students to review and also track students' understanding of the topic that was discussed. I will definitely be using S'more Newsletter to send out weekly newsletters to the parents. I will also have the students use technology as well, such as infographics to create a presentation or use Edpuzzle to watch videos and take quizzes over what over the relevant topic that they are learning, which I've included in my professional development. I did an Edpuzzle myself and I created like a food chain where students watch the video and answer questions over it. And these are just a few ways that I will use technology in my classroom. Overall, I think W200 is a great class because I learned so much on how I can use technology. I had little to no knowledge on technology, and so over the course of the semester, I have grown a lot. Thank you.